Yanis are mindless. To yanis, all are the same. They have no slumber, no dreams, nor sleep. They are always in sleep. The sun and the moon are the same to them. To them, it is always sunrise. The glass of a chimney lamp, when covered with carbon, is not transparent. In a similar way, the carbon of the mind should be removed. There are 3 nadis, subtle nerves in the body. The sun or the Sushumna, the moon or the Ida, the star or the Pingala. The first is red in color, the second blue, and the third green. Where these 3 nadis meet is the heart space. As we go on practicing yoga, the bindu sound, like that of a harmonium or drum or fiddle, making the 10 sounds, is heard in the head. This sound is one, indivisible. Just as camphor is consumed by the flames of fire, so also mind must be consumed by soul fire. The copra, detached from the shell, makes a dull sound when shaken. So also the body and soul must be thought of as separate. The first is light. By that light, all vices are consumed. Just as we draw water from a well, we should draw breath. When we breathe out, it should be like letting down the bucket into the well. When we breathe out, it is the carbon, the impurities of the body. When we breathe in, it is the breath of Omkar. The breath of Omkar is the manas, the mind. And mind is jiva, but their positions are different. Jiva Atman is Param Atman. A man or woman should be educated. What is education? Jiva, or individual notion, should know the secret that he is really Param Atman, the Supreme Self. So Param Atman is in Jiva Atman. The real mukti, true liberation, is to know the subtle in the gross. We should leave off the gross sleep and sleep the subtle sleep. We should enjoy the sleep obtained from the practice of pranayama. The upgoing breath is like the wheels inside a clock. Its movement is inside. When the movement of the breath is internal, one will see the world in himself. Just as we see the sky reflected in the water in an earthen pot, so also to the internal vision, the sky of consciousness becomes visible. If food is prepared in a gold vessel, the dog eats it. If it is prepared in an earthen vessel, then also the dog eats it. The sunlight is reflected in the salt water of the sea. It is also reflected in the clear water of a tank at the top of a hill. It is not enough if we see with the eye, but we should experience it. On a tree grow numberless flowers. The flowers all perish, but the tree does not perish for a long time. The visible is like flowers. The invisible is like the tree. There are matches in a matchbox. Fire is produced only when the match is rubbed against the side of the box. So also the manas, or mind, is the match. Intelligence, or buddhi, is the side of the box. We should rub the manas against buddhi, mind against intellect. And then we get the kingdom of self, which is the same as the liberation from the cycle of birth and death. A man should be quite indifferent to honor and dishonor. He should have not the least love for his body. Such a man will see the Supreme Being in everything and everywhere. The Supreme Light and the Universal Light are identical. From a plank are manufactured tables and chairs and such things. So also, Brahman is the primordial substance, tattva, from which numberless worlds are formed. Manas and the Atman, mind and the self, are the same to all people. At the final stage of the universe, all is one. At the present stage, there is difference in their mode of breathing, thinking, and their mental tendencies.